That brings me up to this situation here. All you need is a field goal to take this to overtime. All you needed was 12 to 13 yards to put it in Jake Elliott's range. And we going for a home run shot with a walk-off touchdown. Game time. That's what we looking for when you haven't done it all game, haven't done it in the previous weeks because teams are on top of it. They're waiting for it. Terrible throw. Well covered, double teamed, and you just airing it out. Everything underneath is open. All we need is 12, 13 yards. Take this game to overtime. Let's roll our dice in overtime. We didn't play good enough to win it anyway. So why are we taking home run shots? Pace your way through it. And that's why I didn't want Jalen Hurts to really play in this game, because it's going to be a built-in excuse. If he plays bad, oh, he was sick. Oh, he's not feeling very well. He couldn't get much on the ball. No, I'm not buying that. But with him running out there, he looked fine to me. Just bad thrown deep balls. Twice they got picked off. So you didn't stick with the run. You didn't scheme up anything offensively for the passing game to get the ball to your playmakers. A.J. Brown is one of the best receivers in this game, and all you can throw to him is deep balls. You saw every time you got him on a quick slant or a deep end, he's wide open and he's catching the ball. What happened on the last drive trying to get in field goal position with that? This team is totally lost. They're not together. Do you see them clapping each other up? Do you see them talking to each other on the sideline, even on the field, off of good plays, bad plays, trying to lift each other up? That's why I say this is a team that's divided. Everybody's going their own way. I don't know where they lost it 2 or 3 weeks ago. Maybe it started with A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, having their little talk on the sideline over him getting the ball. Somewhere up in there, this team has lost their luster somewhere. Because now it seems like they're all playing for themselves instead of playing for the team. And perfect example, Nick Sirianni making a change early in the week on the defensive side, which something needed to change. I agree with that. But that was more like a panic move. That was more like a panic move, changing coaches. I think it's more of getting motivated, scheming, not taking a lot of risk on defense. What you have to lose, you're getting beat anyway. I know every time I come up here, I say, this is the first time this has ever happened. This is a record. I never seen this before. But I'm going to tell you, this Eagles defense, as long as I've been an Eagle fan, I never seen this defense so pitiful in my life. And not only that, not even calling blitz schemes or anything to try to get to the quarterback. They said this is the lessest blitzing team on defense. Think about that for a minute. A Philadelphia Eagles team defense that doesn't blitz. Have you ever heard that before in your life? I've never seen it. Why is that? Secondary can't make plays. Secondary piss poor. You don't trust the guys out there that's covering the wide receivers. They're getting beat anyway. They're getting torched anyway. You used to could depend on the front 7, front 4 guys getting quarterback pressure. Those days are gone. Now, is it because of age? Is it due to lack of motivation? Or he just ain't got the heart in it no more? I'm used to Fletcher Cox being there every time. Even he's not getting pressure. And when he does, it's a spur of the moment every once in a while. You don't hear nothing from this defensive line in weeks. You know about the linebackers, depleted, can't make plays. Matt Patricia, the only way you can get beat if they get you over the top. What kind of defense are we in when you get beat over the top in deciding moments of the game? Last drive for a touchdown. Lost for words, man. Lost for words. And believe me, this is a collective unit. They're losing it on offense. They're losing it on defense. The only thing we probably have good going for us right now is Jake Elliott. If you can give him a chance. And you can't even do that. Because you're trying to go for a deep ball and trying to play hero ball. That's on Jalen Hurts. That's on the offensive coordinator. It wouldn't hurt my feelings if you didn't show up there again next year. And if they're smart, they wouldn't. You don't know how to stick with the run and the passing game. Your receivers are getting covered up. It seems like you can't scheme up anything to get them loose. I don't care if there's little quick hitches. Something, hide them, put them in a flanker position. Don't keep them out wide all the time. There's a lot of things you can do to get your playmakers to football. You can't do it. Mistake after mistake. And this team is lost. They're lost. And it's at the wrong time. You done dropped the big game against the 49ers. You backdoored that with the Cowboys. Now Seattle. A team that's supposed to get you back in stride. Seattle's a good team, but it's a team that Philadelphia Eagles should beat. Let's be honest. Especially with a backup quarterback. If you're going in there taking care of your business. They didn't take care of their business. Think the Eagles are fooling themselves. They think it's going to turn around each week without putting the work in. When I say put the work in, I mean at least going out there stressing your body. At least being energetic. Roughing your teammates up. Talking about let's go get it. I don't see any of that. Bad play happens. I just see little gloss here. Bypass, shrug your shoulder. Look into the sky. Unfamiliar territory at the wrong time. And really, I need an explanation for it. Hopefully, Nick Sirianni can give it to me. Probably listen to Jalen Hurts a little bit. He's not a very good press conference guy. To me, he comes off pouty. He don't give you a lot of information, soft-spoken, confused. That's how he comes off to me in press conferences. He don't give you any good sound bites. Not at all. But the way he looked, the way he sound, he shouldn't have been out there. Be honest with you. He shouldn't have been out there. Not Mariota, but Tanner McKee. I'd have went all the way to the third-string quarterback, showing flashes. Get this young guy a chance. Let's see what he can do. Got a good arm on him, make decisions, and he can scramble a little bit. I think it would have mixed it up a little bit in this game. They wouldn't have expected that. I think he could have made some plays. You'd have seen some receivers actually catching the ball because he's not looking, I got to get the ball to A.J. Brown every time. Because to me, that's what Jalen Hurts is doing. It's like he's throwing little nuggets out there. Little Scooby snacks, basically, to A.J. Brown. Oh, well, if you cover it or not, I know it's this time in the game. I should be throwing you the ball. I didn't throw it to you last possession, so I got to get it to you on this possession. Whether you're covered or not, I'm just going to sling it up there. We're going to see what's going to happen. That's what that play looked like. And that other interception for a deep ball wasn't even A.J. Brown or Smith, Devontae Smith. So what are we doing? Well underthrown. Yeah, it could have been a pass interference, but in a big game like that, balls aired out, refs a little slow, they can't run up to the plate, get a good eye on it. Yeah, you're going to miss that call. But did you really deserve that call? No, you didn't. Because you're searching at that point. Terrible loss by the Eagles. Frustrating as hell. Because y'all not even playing a decent game. And you go to a press conference and say the same old crap over and over again. Got to coach better. Got to play better. Made too many mistakes. We got to get it this week. Coming in. We got another chance. I don't want to hear that. Go out there and make a difference. So I don't know what this means down the road. Whether they catch a rhythm or not on the back end of these 3 games. Yeah, they're playing teams that are not going to the playoffs. They're playing teams that have been slumped all year. But think about this. Do you really think they can win those games? Yeah, they can, but are they? That's still a question. Playing like this, Texas Longhorns can beat them. They just not playing good enough football to beat anybody. Like I said, never seen it. Playing mostly scared. They had multiple opportunities in this game to win it. They patty caked around, allowed the Seattle Seahawks to get a little rhythm, and then they gained confidence and they realized they can go ahead and win the game. Multiple third downs, the defense cannot get off the field. Miraculous catches by DK Metcalf. But once again, even on that deep ball to Metcalf, the angles were all wrong. Bad angles. You got two defenders that are there, and they're not even playing the ball. It's like they're just trying to hit the guy. Like I say, Bradbury, Deebo Samuel said you were trash, right? I'm not going to say that, but it's at the tip of my tongue. Too many almost plays, but you're not making them. You're around the vicinity, and this league, if you don't make the play, it's no good. It's a bad play. All because your body is there don't mean anything. Locate the football. Get your hands active. Quit giving up too much cushion. You got beat for a touchdown, game-winning touchdown. How are you going to allow a receiver to get behind you? That's the only way you can lose the game, if a receiver gets behind you. Keep everything underneath. A field goal is not going to win the game. Matt Patricia, what kind of defense are you calling to allow the guy to get behind him? Look like we got single coverage out there. Single coverage. We threw one guy in the press box, brought you down on the sidelines like it was going to make a big difference. Any smart man knows if they put me in a defensive position, giving me a shot saying, hell, let's see if you can do something. I'm pretty much going to blitz pretty much the whole damn game. Something's going to happen. I'm not going to be sitting back on my heels trying to play basic coverage. That's not going to happen. I'm bringing corner blitzes. I'm bringing stunts. Linebacker fires, whatever you can call. I don't care. I'm getting beat on the back end anyway. Let's try to rush this quarterback a little bit. Let's try to get him down on the ground. So to me, Patricia, you was playing a little patty cake defense, conservative, like you're just trying to keep that position. They put you in it. You want to make sure you protect it. That's what it looked like to me. Team has lost their confidence. And what did Jalen Hurts say? We're not committed enough. After 3-4 weeks of losing, we're not committed enough. That's why I say the locker room, there's other things that's not coming out. Locker room's divided. People not looking at each other, not communicating. They're just playing football. They're just going out there and saying, I'm just going to play football, I do my job, and we'll see what's going to happen after that. I think it's a lot of disgruntled players on Philadelphia right now. And the head coach is searching for answers. Changing defensive coordinators is a perfect example of that. So, yeah. Terrible Tuesday is living up to its word. Definitely terrible Tuesday. This is a shameful loss. And to believe you're going to pick it up in the postseason, it's tough to believe that. Look, it's 3 games left, right? Play the Giants twice. And you got the Cardinals as well. In the middle, I think it's Giants, Cardinals, Giants, I believe. If you can win those games, find a way to win those games. It may try to give you a little momentum trying to go into the playoffs where you feel good about yourself. Because that's the plan right now, is to just try to get a win, get a taste of it again. So you'll know, hey, okay, we're back on track. This is what we're used to. But those games are not guaranteed. Last 3 games, they're not. You haven't played well enough to say that. And shouts out to the Seahawks. Y'all needed this game bad and y'all went out there and got it. Undermanned, didn't have y'all full roster as well. Quarterback situation is the most important position in football. You didn't have your starting quarterback out there. Drew Lock went out there, made something happen. He didn't look good really early. And that's why I say Philadelphia let them off the snide. Because when they were playing a little bad early, you didn't take advantage of that. This was a game where the Eagles could have blew the doors off. They had multiple chances to stretch this lead out. You know, this could have been one of those 30, 35-point games to like 14, 17. Seahawks didn't take advantage of it. They don't look confident in what they're doing. Not taking advantage of their opportunities for us penalties. Not scheming up anything to get the ball in playmakers' hands. Not sticking with the run. When you're picking up pretty good yardage with it. Defense looks lost. They're on their heels. Nobody's playing energetic football on defense, man. I'm not used to that. Where's the growls? Where's the snarls? Where's the flying around the football? Where are slapping helmets, talking about let's go, harassing the quarterback? What happened to all of this? I haven't really seen it. It's probably early in the season where we saw glimpses of the old Eagles defense coming back. Early, week 3, week 2, whatever it was. But it's been gone for months now. Can't win like that. Not when you're faulty on defense and offense. Can't win like that. So they don't look confident. They're not talking confident in the press conference. And would you, after 4 weeks, basically? Well, we'll just say 3 weeks. 3 weeks of underachieving. So let's get into this Nick Sirianni. See what he got to say. Pitiful. Pitiful game. Oh, yeah. And for the bandwagon fans, once again, that want to start talking now, want to send messages, want to place phone calls that you haven't placed in months. Don't wait till the Eagles lose 3 games in a row to finally have the courage to come out and say, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all suck. Y'all trash. Where were you all year? You know what I mean? Let me show you how pitiful bandwagon fans are. I don't even call them fans because most of them don't even have teams. And if they do have a team, if the team losing or don't have a good record, what they do? Shrug it off, act like they didn't even care, they didn't even notice. Still sleep well at night. Bandwagon fans. This is what I call them. They only step up when the opportunity is there for them. They could have been talking about the Eagles all year, but they couldn't because they was winning. After they lost a game, they still didn't say anything. This is how pitiful and scared they were. Well, we can't say nothing. They just lost 1 game. They lost 2 games. They more likely probably win next week. Let me hold off a little bit. Then they lost 3 games. Oh, yeah, now it's time. Where's my phone at? Now it's time. Pitiful. And y'all wonder why y'all don't get any respect. Crazy, man. No respect. Nick Sirianni. Tell me something that's going to make me lift myself back up.
Nick, why did you make the decision to go from Sean Desai to Matt Patricia? Who made that decision and when was it made?
Yeah, I made the decision. I did what I thought I needed to do in the best interest of the football team. I didn't feel like, we made some adjustments there. I didn't feel like we were playing well enough and coaching well enough on defense, so I made an adjustment. And it was my decision, and that's what I did.
When did you make it?
When did I make it?
He made an adjustment. You made an adjustment, or you just made a move? Didn't look like an adjustment to me. Looked like you just made a move. But anyway.
Yeah, I made it sometime in the middle of the week. Right when game planning was going on. I don't remember exactly what day it was. I'm always gonna listen. It was a tough decision to be able to do this, but again, like I said, I did what I felt like was best for our football team. We're always making adjustments, and that's what I did.
Who makes the final season?
Coach Patricia.
After this last game, do you feel like you need to make another coaching change?
No. No.
Nick, you guys had 2 really long drives there early in the first half. I guess the other drive, what would you explain? How could you best explain the inconsistency?
Yeah, obviously I thought we did a nice job running the football and keeping drives going. We didn't get the finish in the red zone on the one. We weren't great in 2-minute offense today. If we weren't good at all in 2-minute offense, I think we were 0 for 3 in 2-minute, which accounted for a lot of those drives. We responded with they came up tied at 10-10, and we responded, and really wanted to be able to get up 2 scores on them, but obviously we weren't able to. I thought the defense was hanging in there and playing and doing some really nice things. And we just needed to pull away in that game, and we didn't. Some uncharacteristic things situationally, fundamentally, and anytime you have uncharacteristic things situationally and fundamentally, that's got to go to me first. And so we all got to be critical on ourselves, me and starting with myself. And like I said, anytime it's the fundamentals or the situations, that you got to look right at me for that.
The players strong size role of the team, and to follow up with considering what Hurts went through, how would you assess how he is?
Yeah, he really fought hard. Obviously, he was not feeling well at all. As you know, flying up separate.
Well, he shouldn't have been playing. If he's not feeling well at all, he shouldn't have been playing. Now, if we was still on the streak of winning, yeah, throw him out there, because you don't want to risk losing a game when you got a good winning streak going. What we say? Keep the train moving. But when you're searching and you haven't played well in 3 weeks with him out there, and you want to put him out there sick, what kind of results you going to get? That's why I say shake it up a little bit. Tanner McKee, I'm with you. You'd have never thought that somebody would be asking for you to get put in the game. 3rd string quarterback. I am. Passing right through Mariota. But yeah, sick. Shouldn't have been out there. Prove that. Trying to be a hero.
Thought that was obviously really a good decision. Jalen saying, brought that up of not flying with his teammates, so he didn't get anybody else sick. And then, he fought through. Being sick like that is no fun, and having to play in the rain and the cold. And so he fought through, and appreciate his efforts tonight to fight through in some tough times.
And when they fly back with you guys?
I don't know that, Josh, yet. We'll see. I haven't talked to the doctors yet about that.
And Nick, what's Sean Desai's role with the team?
Yeah, it's a collaborative effort on defense, and obviously all the final decisions are made by Matt right now. But I thought, as disappointed as Sean was, I think he handled himself like a true pro, and we know Sean is still helpful to this football team, because he's still, he has a bright mind, and he can help. And as I listened in on defense today, they were communicating back and forth very similar to the way Matt and Sean communicated, with the roles reversed. And so again, just made an adjustment. I understand that there's going to be scrutiny on it, but I feel like anything I can do in my position to help the team succeed, I'm going to try to do. So that's why where we are with that.
What was the determining factors in making the decision?
Yeah, again, wanted to make an adjustment because I didn't feel like we were doing well enough there in that situation. I know that's not something that that's common of a 10-3 team. That's not, but did that a little bit with myself in 2021 with Shane, a little bit different of circumstances, but just thought the adjustment needed to be made. So to give the defense a spark and help our players play better.
Nick, last week Darius Slade suggested that the guys aren't playing fun. They're tense. They're playing tense. Do you sense that this team, despite your record now after a 3-game slide, that guys are tensing up and not playing the way they need to?
Yeah, good question, Jeff. I mean, not winning is not fun. It's not, and so partly when you're having a lot of fun is when you're winning. To be quite honest with you, but we can't always let that affect our mood all the way through. Do I feel like the guys have fun Monday through Saturday, and then when it's time to work? Yeah, I do. But it's going to be hard for anyone to admit they're having fun right now on a 3-game slide. And so I think there was definitely times that we've had this year that have been fun. Obviously tonight is not, in the last 3 weeks are not one of them. And so again, we're in a slide, as we know, right? And so we have to get through the storm that we're in, fix our mistakes, and again, that starts with me, and get better from this.
Did you meet with the player council before you made that decision?
I talked to a couple of the guys, but I didn't do it before I made the decision. I made the decision, and then I let the players know. Partly, or main reason why, a couple reasons why I didn't tell you guys first is I'm never going to tell you guys something before I tell the team. I'm always going to share that information with the team first, and also I felt in this situation it was a competitive disadvantage if I did tell you guys. So that's why.
Nick, what do you do now? Where do you go now? If you change defensive coordinator, defensive play callers, and you've lost 3 games, what's the how do you fix it?
You get up and you fix your stuff. I mean, if we're gonna go through the process like we do at all times. Win or lose, you go through the same process every single time. You're not always. I mean, you're not always in control of some of the things that happen in a game, and sometimes not even the wins and losses, but you are in control of the process and what you go through. So we have to have the right answers as coaches to put the guys in position to succeed, and then we have to go out and execute. But it starts with us as coaches to put them in positions to succeed. And so if that means changing up some schemes, if that means changing up, like I did with the coordinators on defense, then we're going to do whatever we need to do to right this ship. Because we know that we got a team that's coming in here this week. We still have our goals ahead of us. We know we clinched playoffs this week, but we're not really looking at that. But we know what we want to do. We want to be able to win this division. But that's the last time you'll hear me say that. We got to go win a game this upcoming week and make our corrections.
It's 3 consecutive weeks that the offense failed to score into the 20s. What role does the offense play in winning teams right now?
Yeah, shoot. Obviously, that's not our standard. It definitely plays into that. So, yeah, again, not our standard, and not to be able to put points on the board. Again, I thought a couple times tonight we had an opportunity to go up 2 scores and with the defense playing well, and we didn't. Again, the 2-minute offense, we got to fix. We got to get better at. I felt like we had some things rolling earlier on in the year, and you pride yourself in that. That's why you save your timeouts. That's why you do all those things, so you get the ball an opportunity to do those things at the end of halves. And we just weren't good enough there. And again, it starts with me of putting them in positions to succeed. And we'll look at our scheme and see what we need to do differently.
What happened with Jalen's interception?
With the last defensive drive, the 3rd and 10 throw, and what was the defensive conversation around those plays, and what you guys?
Just the call on what everybody's assignment was there. Obviously, good play by Metcalf, good play by Smith, and good throws by Locke. But we have to help the guys play the call better, and we obviously have to execute better.
Last one, Jeff, the interception that Jalen threw on the pass to Quez. What happened there?
Yeah, we've run that play quite a bit. We've hit that one. the defense gave us a look where it was an opportunity up over the top, and you'll take one-on-ones with safeties. Hats off to the guy to make a really good play. We can't allow an interception like that also, and I'm not saying Quez got to do everything he can do to break that thing up, but we'll take opportunities one-on-ones with safeties. Sometimes too, when you're running full speed to defend Quez, when you're running full speed this way and you're trying to come back to the football, it's hard to always plant your outside foot in the ground and run through contact and try to gain a pass interference there. But hats off to them. They made a good play, but we'll take some of those opportunities one-on-one with a safety. And again, Love made a good play there.
All right, thanks, Will.
Right play, just bad throw and wrong player in that situation. But let's see what pitiful Jalen Hurts has to say. And I'll try my best not to play my violin music while he's talking.
How you feeling, first off? And how would you describe these past few days in your life?
I think all of that is really irrelevant at this point. We didn't play good enough. I didn't play good enough. We got us.
What happened on those 2 interceptions in particular?
I was trying to be aggressive in that moment. We had multiple opportunities in the game to open it up, and we didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't do my job good enough. Being a lot of that.
Do this sound like a guy that should have been starting on Monday night? We already know he's kind of soft-spoken anyway, but if I'm hearing this in the locker room, head coach, I'm looking at his demeanor, seeing how he's talking. It doesn't breed confidence. No fire, no enthusiasm. And I don't expect that after a loss. But, at least have your head up. Yeah, you're a little sick under the weather, but you want to talk about some matter of facts. That's what we want to hear, some matter of facts. But anyway.
Just got to be better.
Nick spoke about the 2-minute offense in particular. What stood out to you in those situations?
I've been talking about execution all year. Been on the same page. Everyone been on the same page, and we didn't execute. I don't think we're all where. Just got to turn it around.
That's enough of that. We're going to look at the box score real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Just a sad loss. Uncharacteristic of this team all year. I understand losing some games, trust me. 1, 2, understandable. Stringing 3 straight in a row. Seriously, there's a problem there. And they just have to figure it out. But let's check out this box score real quick and we're getting out of here. All right, let's take a look at this. Eagles fall to the Seattle Seahawks 17-20. Look at Jalen Hurts real quick here. 17 for 31, 143 yards, 4.6 on average, 2 interceptions. We've seen better. Patty cake game, which we always talk about, patty cake, that's all it was. You try to put a band-aid on it, but the band-aid actually fell off the scab. Like I said, he shouldn't have been out there in my opinion. He was sick, the flu, didn't have the intensity, couldn't clap up his teammates, just going through the emotions. Anytime you have a quarterback or any team going through the emotions, you have a greater chance of getting your butt kicked. And that's what happened. So Jalen Hurts, my opinion, you shouldn't have been out there. I'm not trying to throw no shots at you, but you just shouldn't have been out there, and that was a coach's decision. As a competitor, you want to be out there. I understand that. You want to be out there for your team. Especially when you lost 3 straight, you're thinking you could be the difference maker for some reason in this game after losing 2 weeks straight. So, I don't know. Maybe you want to make a difference, but that's a coach's call. under the flu, I'd have said, you know what, let him sit out, get a little healthier. Maybe the following week, he got his juices back. He's ready to go now. But I'm giving the third string quarterback a chance, me. That's just me. I'm going out of the box. Hey, you willing to put the defensive coordinator in the skybox and bring Patricia down? Hey, let's make another game-breaking decision. Let's put the third string quarterback, Tanner McKee, in the game and see what happens. You ain't want to ruffle those feathers, did you? Jalen Hurts pretty much was the running game. He outran DeAndre Swift. Jalen Hurts had 13 carries, 82 yards, 6.3 on average, 2 touchdowns off of that. Maybe he should have just ran the whole game and then throw. We probably got better production out of that. What do you think? Yeah, they should have just called more quarterback draws. DeAndre Swift, 74 yards rushing, not bad. He's averaging 4.1, and you wondering, why didn't you stick with the run? I think they be fooling themselves sometimes. Johnson, man, you got to come on with it. I don't know if you're looking for splash plays. I don't know what it is, but you're very inconsistent on your play calling. You're not even going with what works well. That's the problem. 18 carries for 74 yards, 4.1 on average. I'll keep giving him some carries at that point if he's producing. 4.1 says he's producing. And if you want to pass a little more, get it to your playmakers, not just for deep ball shots. These guys are talented enough. We've seen them play underneath and catch good balls and pick up yards after the catch. Yeah, this is your first year. People might want to pamper you a little bit and say you're learning. I don't know. It ain't no time to learn when you're dropping games. A.J. Brown, 5 catches for 56 yards, 11.2 on average. We don't know what happened to him. He has slid these last several weeks. MVP considerations, you can throw that completely out of the window. Nobody's even thinking about that. This guy's disgruntled. He's trying to be a team player by not running his mouth too much. Maybe he's doing it in the locker room, but not on TV. Or what everybody knows during the press conference, he's not speaking too much of him not getting the ball and what's going on. Shouts out to him for not doing that, because it's easy to do that at this time. Because I know he's frustrated. I'm frustrated for him. Got to find ways to get this guy the ball, man. Not where he's trampling over people, making these miraculous catches over 2 or 3 defenders. You got to find a way to give him a ball a lot easier than that. But under 100 yards after he done had 5 a game streaks of him over 100, now the guy can't even touch 100. Devontae Smith, 5 catches, 50 yards. He's 10 on average. Just not a lot of production, man. Dallas Goedert, 4 catches, 30 yards. I mean, on and on and on and on. And that's the highlight of this powerful offense, is the passing game. And they can't even get that going. So you're not sticking with the run when it's producing. And then when you finally pass, you can't make any splash plays. You can't move the chains when you need to move the chains. And the defense can't get off the field on 3rd downs. Problems all over the place. All over the place. Drew Lock, 22 for 33, 208, 6.3 on average. Got him a touchdown. And like I say, this is a guy who kind of struggled early, just couldn't get anything going. But he ended up having a pretty decent game because he gutted out, he stuck with it, he's got some heart, came from Denver. They sold him for a bag of rice and some corn chips, and now he's in Seattle making the best out of his opportunity.